Very good morning, students. Uh, Today, let us learn ADA and sensor networks. So, we know that here we are going to learn about ad hoc and sensor networks. Two kinds of networks, ad hoc and sensor networks. So, both are wireless networks. So, before that, let us learn the difference between the wireless network and wired network. So, in wireless network, there is no physical connection between the devices. But in case of wired network, there is a physical connection between the devices. So, physical connections means we use some cables to connect the devices. So, cables means for twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, and fiber optic cable. So, these cables are nowadays used to connect the devices. So the quality of the cable is differ from one another. For example, for twisted pair cable, we can use for short distance, but fiber optic cable it's very efficient one. We can use this for long distance. Uh, So first let us see the definition of ADAS network. So it is an autonomous system of mobile host connected by wireless link. So as I told earlierly, wireless ADAS network um, uh, ADAS network means wireless networks. So it is an autonomous system. So that means it's a self-organizing and self-healing network. Okay, so here the mobile devices are serving as routers that are connected by wireless link. Okay, the ADA networks do not need support from any existing infrastructure. So, like base station, access point, etc. So, in infrastructure-based network, there is access point. There is a access point so to coordinate all the nodes. But in case of ADAS networks, no need of access points to coordinate the nodes. So any one of the node act as a gateway. So that gateway node supports or coordinates all other nodes. So the figure shows the infrastructure-based network as well as in the ADAS network. So when you look at this infrastructure-based network, so many access points are there to coordinate the mobile devices. But in ADAS network, no base stations involved to coordinate the nodes. So that's the major difference between the infrastructure and ADAS network. In the second diagram, the ADAS network, so the devices are connected each other. The infrastructure-based network access point is there to coordinate the nodes. So now let us see the difference between the infrastructure-based network and the ADAS network. So in infrastructure networks, having fixed infrastructure, it is a single hop wireless links. Okay, and next high cost and time of deployment. So it takes more amount of time to make the um, network. And next, reuse of frequency via channel reuse. So the applications of infrastructure networks are civilian applications, commercial applications, and it takes too much of money for network maintenance. So low complexity of mobile devices and it widely deployed. So in case of ADAS networks, we know that there it's a self-organizing and self-healing network. So no infrastructure in that. So it uses the multi-hop wireless links. So multi-hop wireless links means more number of devices connected between the sender as well as the receiver. So these intermediate nodes are responsible for forwarding the data packets from source to destination. So the deployment is very quick and cost effective. So here the dynamic frequency sharing is possible. So the major applications of wireless ADAS networks are military applications, rescue operations, etc. So the main maintenance operations are built in, and the intelligent mobile devices are required in this network and still under the development in commercial sector. So, so ADAS network is attractive one. So because that network deployment is uh, quick and it is inexpensive one and inexpensive deployment and operation. So now let us see some of the technical challenges while designing the ADAS network. So here there are many challenges are listed uh, here. Uh, Here 10 technical challenges are discussed. First one, medium access scheme. So the medium access scheme is very important in ADAS network because um, if any one of the node trying to access the network means no problem, but sometimes more than one users trying to access the network at the same time. So in such kind of situation, some collision will occur. So the several MAC protocols are implemented to resolve this problem. So the medium access scheme is very essential. Um, and the allocation of bandwidth is in fair manner, so that should also that should also consider. And next, second one, routing and multicasting. So we know that what is unicasting, what is multicasting, what is broadcasting. So unicasting means one-to-one communication. Broadcasting, multicasting means one to many. Broadcasting means many to many. So the routing means so the routing is very important to forward the data packets to the correct destinations. So for this purpose, we are using several routing protocols. So later we will learn. There are three kinds of routing protocols. Proactive routing protocols are there, reactive routing protocols are there, and then hybrid routing protocols are there. So the hybrid routing protocols means the combination of both proactive and reactive. And the third important technical challenge is transport layer protocols. So here also the transport layer protocols are important to very important. Some example protocols or transport layer that are TCP protocols and UDP protocols. TCP means transmission control protocol, and the UDP means user datagram protocols. Fourth one, quality of service provisioning. So quality of service is an important issue or important challenge while designing the ADAC network, because the major issue in wireless ADAC network is mobility. So mobility means moving of nodes. Okay. So due to the mobility, the frequent path break will occur. So in such kind of situation, the quality of service is questionable. So because, but anyway, as from the definition itself, we learned it's a self-organizing and self-healing network. So anytime any node join in the network, at the same time any node anytime can leave from the network. So in such kind of situation, what will happen? The path break will occur. So then immediately the neighboring node inform that inform that failure to the center node, and it reconnect once again, making the connection establishment process and then forward their data packets. So here the quality of service is essential. And the fifth one, self-organizing. So it's a self-organizing and self-healing network. And the sixth one, security. So security is a major issue while designing a DAS network. So in wireless network, the security challenges. Security is very very challengeable one. But in case of wired network, the security problem is very less. So because certain cables are there to connect the devices, but here so here is the transmission medium. So anytime the malicious nodes will enter into the network and break the normal operation of the network. So we have to ensure the security of the network. So several protocol security mechanisms are there to several cryptographical concepts, several cryptographical techniques implemented here to provide the security of the network. And the seventh one, energy management. So the devices having very less power, so we have to use the energy as an efficient manner. Eighth one, service discovery addressing and service discovering process. So for making the connection establishment process, so it uses some control packets to the neighboring nodes uh, uh, to make the connection between the source and the destination.